How do we regulate innovators? How should we regulate innovators? How do we get the policy right when it comes to people who are attempting to innovate a particular service, a particular industry, or a particular product? So much of economic regulation in our country really has nothing whatsoever to do with protecting consumers, protecting public health and safety. It is entirely about protecting politically connected incumbents. We see that in the transportation industry. We see that in obscure professions like African hair braiding, interior design, floristry. These are all areas where we've seen blatantly anti-competitive regulation. On top of the blatantly anti-competitive regulation, there's just poorly designed regulation, even if it's not deliberately designed to put anybody out of business or create an unfair advantage for an incumbent firm. Sometimes regulation is just inefficient, poorly designed, and doesn't work very well. So that's actually probably most of the rest of regulation. And it's often said that just because a policy is unwise doesn't make it unconstitutional, and that certainly is a true statement. But if you can show that a particular policy literally does nothing to advance any legitimate government interest, that is constitutionally problematic, and those regulations should be struck down. And I think it's quite clear, actually, that a very substantial proportion of economic regulations in America today could not be shown to actually advance any legitimate government interest. What we need, in addition to more enlightened policymakers, which we can hope for but we should not count on, is for the judiciary to get back in the business of fulfilling its role as an independent check on the other branches of government. Every single one of us has a constitutional right to earn a living in the occupation of our choice, free from unreasonable government interference, and to run a business free from unreasonable government interference. America has traditionally been among the leading innovators in the world, and if we're going to maintain our status as the most prosperous nation the world has ever known, we are going to have to be much more conscientious about what it takes to have a truly innovative economy, and really what it takes is more freedom, less regulation, and a respect for people's constitutional right to earn a living.